The big story today is all about the heat that we will experience once again with the humidity. Our heat index values will be back up into the triple digits by this afternoon. It could feel like 104 here in Des Moines, feels like 101 for Ames, 104 possible there in Ottumwa as well. Through 7 o'clock today, much of the state is under a heat advisory. That does include Des Moines and Ames now. That's new. That was issued yesterday afternoon. So we know that the heat will be oppressive as we go through the day, and it already feels so warm, so sticky out there. We are at 79 in Des Moines. Most everybody is in the mid to upper 70s, and then the dew points are so high, also in the mid to upper 70s. That's why it feels so incredibly steamy when you step outside, and it'll be that way as we go through the day. By this afternoon, temperatures will be up in the low 90s, but the heat index, of course, as we said, will be up in the triple digits. So please take care of yourself if you have to be outdoors for any length of time today. In northern Iowa, high temperatures will be between 80 and 90 degrees. Webster City will get to 90. Lower 90s are expected here in central Iowa. In Des Moines, we get up to 92. It'll be 90 in Boone and Perry, and across southern Iowa, just about everybody in the lower 90s. 91 in Centerville and Sheraton today. The other big story is, of course, that today marks 1 year since our big derecho that tore through August 10th of 2020. We had more than 400,000 customers that lost power, an estimated $11 billion in damage here in Iowa. We know that it was the costliest thunderstorm in U.S. history. So I do want to throw a word of caution out there. Even though we are tracking storms today, it is not expected to be anything like what we saw a year ago today. We do expect a little bit of rain to possibly work through western and northwestern Iowa this morning. Most of us will be dry, but then late this afternoon, storms will fire up east of I-35. I think that will be primarily a threat for eastern Iowa, looking at Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, Davenport, and then overnight tonight after midnight is when more storms could develop over central, eastern, and southeastern Iowa. They could produce some severe wind gusts or strong hail, and then of course we could see some locally heavy rainfall there. Isolated strong storms possible tomorrow and Thursday too, but again, not everybody will see storm activity. Knoxville Nationals are happening this week. I think it'll be pretty good down there at the track Thursday, the one day that I'm having to watch for storms. Here's our 10-day forecast, sponsored by Holt Plumbing and Heating. Isolated storms for the first day of the fair, especially in the evening, and then it gets so beautiful, so pleasant after that.